Hey everybody, my name is Lamary Theresa. Welcome to my channel. This is where I document my journey as a non-traditional pre-medical student becoming a medical doctor. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're revisiting my channel, thanks so much for stopping by. So, not gonna lie, before implementing these strategies and tips, I found it hard to study, like consistently study and want to come back to it. I work full-time as a teacher, which is stressful enough, among other things, and I would have moments where I just didn't feel like studying. But I knew I needed to do something different, especially since I wanted to do better in graduate school and ultimately, go to medical school and become a doctor. So I would like to share with you my tips and strategies on how I study with a full-time job. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so tip number 1 is to designate a study space within your house, apartment, or bedroom, wherever you are, so that you can have a dedicated space just for studying. If you watched a previous video of mine, I had a multi-purpose room that literally was for everything. Like I would sew, I would do arts and crafts, I would do my taxes, I would study and sleep. And because it was multi-purpose with little organization, I often lost things like important papers, my kids' homework, or notebooks for my specific classes. I mean, guys, it was a mess. But when I decluttered it and only left items that I need to study, it refreshed my mind to where I wanted to study at home, early in the morning or late at night. Like I wanted to study because it's just a study room. So, and I didn't lose anything anymore. So yeah, a dedicated study space helps. All right, tip number 2, study during your lunch breaks. So if studying at home does not always work for you, whether you're too tired to study at the end of the day or just don't want to wake up early enough to study before going to work, I would highly advise that you would study during your lunch breaks. Since it's during your lunch break, you don't run the risk of jeopardizing your job to study, and you get to maximize your lunch break by fueling your body and your mind as well. So whether it's reviewing flashcards or reading a couple of chapters or doing some practice questions, you can pre-read your textbooks or lecture notes, like whatever is best for you, study during your designated lunch break. Even 15 minutes helps. Tip number 3 is study at the library or just somewhere different. But the library is one good place where even if you just have 30 minutes of your time, you can definitely study at the library. I noticed that I still had energy after work, and I really wanted to utilize just 30 minutes right before picking up my kids from their school. So I just went to my local library, and I would just study there for a little bit. And I have to say, there's something about studying around other people who are also studying. It just, I don't know about you, but for me, it really helps and motivates me just seeing other people, studying something or, being productive. It motivates me to want to be more productive. So, it's kind of like helps, like a support group without intentionally being a support group. But studying at the local library, or at a university library if you live near a university, if they let you on campus, hopefully you're a student. Studying at a library really helps, especially after a long day of work, and you just get to, spend maybe 30 minutes of just focusing on you and what you want to study and what you want to catch up with, or just something like for you. Studying at the local library is a really good tip and strategy, I think, that you can utilize, even if it's just for 30 minutes. And segueing from tip 3 to tip 4, study groups. So just like I talked about with the library, like just seeing other people being productive, how it motivates me. Honestly, being in a study group is super motivating and super helpful. I found study groups very, very beneficial in undergrad and during graduate school. I was able to learn so much from other people and their strategies on how to study and deal with stress. In addition, you can really make some lifelong friends with people you study with and ultimately become a support group for one another. I say the most difficult aspect of study groups is solidifying a time, like especially working full time, especially if everyone works full time. However, like you could definitely meet through Zoom or meet in person. And I just really believe the benefits of learning with your study group are well worth it. So definitely get with a study group and, put your minds together and knock out those classes together, because study groups really saved me during undergrad and graduate school. These are just a few tips and strategies that I have found helpful for me. I know you all have a lot more tips and strategies and tricks to share, so definitely leave your tip, trick, or strategy down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really hope this helps, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!